It's Nikhil.
It's Maegan.
It's Freq. And we're back with another episode of Millennial Talk Podcast where I can't believe we're the new adults. But you know, as always, we're going to guide you through this.
I keep thinking I can't believe it's not baby. And your voice so smooth too. Where I can't believe
It's not butter.
I know. I should change my name. Y'all nicknames. I need a nickname.
Megs.
Maegan.
It's Meggy Megs. What?
Why do that's everybody go to? I've been trying to get rid of that for the longest.
Let me tell you what my mama was like. I want to give Megan a nickname. She said it, and I was like, Ma.
What she say?
I don't think Megan wants to be called that.
What she say?
She was like, I'm gonna give her the nickname Mega.
Somebody called me Mega Mine.
But when she said it, I was like,
Mega.
Mega sounds massive, you know? And,
I have so many nicknames low key, like from Megster, Nutmeg, Mego, May, Mix. My mom called me May. But you know why she called me May?
What?
Because remember, I don't know if I ever told you, but she used to have a daycare. Her first child.
You tell me.
Okay. Her first child. There was a part of the daycare. His name was Terrence. TJ. I never forget him. Never forget that kid.
No, David.
He wasn't bad. Okay, he wasn't bad. He used to have tantrums. And I was 8 or 9 when she started to think, I never seen a kid with tantrums. Because, well, first of all, I'm a kid. But he had a tantrum like he had a shaved head and he would just fall back and scratch his face up.
Oh, hell no. I don't
I'm like, but he could never say Maegan. So we'd be like May, and he'd be like May. We'd be like Yen, Maegan, May. Oh. That's how my nickname came up. Yeah. He would no, it wouldn't. No, Terrence was my guy, though. He loved me.
You said fall back and scratch his face.
Oh, yeah, he did that. Mom used to put socks on his hands.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old was he?
He came when he was like 1 turning 2 or 2. Yeah.
I wonder, is that like on spectrum or something? Or do you think that's just like
it's bad? What do you mean?
I don't ever think.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm not gonna say bad. I'm gonna say at the age of 1, 2, you don't know what to do when you feel big emotions.
Like overstimulation.
There you go. No, not even that. Sadness.
Well, I mean, of emotion, like they don't know,
what to do with their emotions. So they do what they feel at that moment. It's best to get that emotion out because think about it as two. I don't know that me wanting a cookie and not being able to get a cookie is gonna make me mad. So I get there and they're like, "What do I do?"
Scratch my face.
Fall out. I haven't tantrum and yeah.
No, I was just saying I've never seen it. I've seen kids like. They like hitting shit and screaming. That's why when you said tantrum, that's what instantly my mind goes to. I didn't know like it's damn near like inflicting pain on yourself. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, that's different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, to have kids and that shit happen, I'll be like, kid. Kids.
He's ready to go.
But how's your week?
Week is good, same thing. Work, home, study, work, study. That's it. You know, but I'm not mad at it. I feel like I'm in this space though where I feel that, and we speaking about this today too, like isolation. I feel like God is kind of like telling me or kind of like nudging me to lay low right now, and I feel like it's because of protection. Actually, I know it's because of protection. Protection from what? I don't know. Loud, and I mean, to be honest, I'm not trying to know, but I'm going to take heed to the warning. Because, like, a way that he talks to me is through my dreams. I be having these vivid dreams, and I've been having vivid dreams. Like, I told you about what happened with the whole church situation. And then, like, how do I see you in my dream here, and you actually here in my face? Like, what? But, just to lay low, and then... I don't know how to word this without saying calling me home, because when I think of calling me home, it's like calling me to the upper room. So I'm not going to say that. But like like I said, nudging me to lay low, be at home, and then situation going back to my home church. Even though I never left. It was just I was just really the other church is down the street from my house. So yeah. But going back to my home church and everything like that. So just real, not secluded, but low key right now. You know.
That makes sense. I get that too. I feel like it's funny that you say that, and obviously that we're talking about this too. But I feel like I feel like what I'm receiving from God is like obedience. I'm in a stage where I have to like be obedient and be patient, because it's a lot of things that's on my mind about the future. You know, not only about just getting older. Like my birthday is really around the corner, and just like things are happening at my job, and I'm trying to remember that this is not the end all be all, but at the same time, like knowing me, y'all know me, I'm so futuristic with shit that I'm learning how to like dial it back a little bit. But it's still kind of like a tug and pull type of situation. So I'm just learning how to like really be patient and kind of like what you like just really take a seat and like just pray my way through it.
Sit in it. Yeah, that's what God is really telling me through everything that has happened this year. Learn how to sit in your emotions, your slow seasons, your fast seasons, and everything, and stop trying to reach out. I had a dream that I was driving like 80 miles per hour down the street, and a house had caught on fire, and like fire marshals and fire trucks came out of nowhere, and it was like, you gotta turn around, you gotta turn around. It's like my whole life this year has been a redirection. Like the whole 180 happened in September, but it has been a redirection. And like I said, that's why I feel like God is like, for your own protection, for your own good, I need you to sit down. But you sitting down right now, it's not like you doing nothing. I need you to understand the fact that you did go through a big transition, you still processing certain things, but at the same time, you walking into new doors too.
Exactly.
And you can't rush your way through it. And I feel like that's what that dream was trying to tell me. And I looked it up on ChatGPT. If you got any question on this word that's going in your mind about anything, like, I'll be like, I had a dream. And they break it down. So when they ask you questions too, it's weird because it's AI. It's AI, but it helps because I'm like, oh, you know what? And then I pray over it, and God's like, yeah, you are trying to rush out of this season, and you just got to this season. Like you just got this job. This job does come with a lot of stuff you got to do in the back end. It's not just you going to work, but it's like, why are you trying to rush through this season? Just take it one day at a time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I've been receiving too, like one day at a time. And that's how I'm viewing it. It's like, because it's our busy season, so it's a lot of errors and mistakes that's coming through because, like I told y'all, they don't have like a great foundation of training, and they don't have like policies and procedures like laid out clear for job specific roles. So knowing me, I'm an efficiency person. So if I find a way to do something and it's efficient, everybody has their own way of doing things. And when you leave it up to people doing it, you find different errors that, now we have to put out different fires. But I'm just giving up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so tired of like trying to help people, especially in these jobs, because that's my natural instinct to do. That's where I'm at. I'm like, I'm giving up. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not giving no more ideas. I'm not promoting, growth within a company no more, where I'm like, oh, well, I can help you create this document to help, future trainees and employees. I'm done doing that. I'm just there to do my job. And, I'm praying for, something came across my desk and I was recommended for something. So I'm just going to see how that pans out. And, that's just it. But it's definitely a new season for real. Becoming 30 is like, I feel like I'm going through like a whole mental, emotional, spiritual, like, not warfare, but it's just like transition into something. So that's really where I'm at right
now. I ain't been on shit. I've been chilling. I've been trying to get a thumb back and get back to that shit. I ain't been able to go to the gym, open bottles of water, catch none of that. I've been chilling, man. I guess to be on some type of trend, what y'all saying. I've been on the opposite end, like fast tracking a bunch of shit, like a bunch of shit going on. I got a lot of plays going on, so it's like I'm trying to set everything up for 2027, and Jesus had her right. Like I meant 2027, like that's what I'm.
No, I got you.
Yeah, just setting shit up in that way. So, yeah, I'm just setting up everything for the fast track. So pretty much at the middle of December, I'm rolling. like executing the plan for next year and getting it going in, so I can see the fruits of some of that shit around February.
Makes
So
sense.
I'm looking at it.
It's really good. That's how you gotta be. That's how the business plans be going.
Yeah, you always gotta have a plan.
That's it. Nigga shit.
Boss shit. But trend of the week this week. I'm gonna have one of y'all roll it in because I don't feel fluent in the specifics.
Well, it's what
This lame nigga don't watch those things.
just hating.
I can get one of those.
He don't watch things.
So, damn it.
Bring it in so nice.
No, that's why he didn't want to bring it in. That's why he didn't want to bring it in. He'll watch Stranger Things, y'all.
I watched a few episodes.
Get his ass.
And what? Shit.
Oh, there it is. That nigga had an act underneath. But Maegan, go ahead. I'm going to lay out the roll.
Okay, we're talking about Stranger Things, as you all know. I was going to say the show we've all been anticipating for the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah, because it has taken a long time.
Because he doesn't watch it.
Well,
but
I just...
It doesn't really bring up for real, except for the fact that it crashed Netflix.
Has that ever happened?
With what show?
Well, live events and different stuff they did.
Okay.
Crashed it before.
But like with the recorded series.
So this has never happened for us.
I think it's just overload of the server more so than the specific.
But the crazy is they said they increased the bandwidth too, because they know. But long story short, so since I watched it, and I know you watched it, how you feel about it?
I think without saying like the spoilers and shit like that, and so spoiler me on certain shit I say.
It came out.
I'm saying people
by this time.
Still, motherfuckers be busy. He ain't there, he catching up. So it's like most people trying to catch up. But anyway, I just think it's I think it's a cool little setup. Certain stuff was kind of like obvious, like with the Mike, no not Mike, Will, that's his name. With him, it was obvious with some of the stuff that went on with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about okay. So what about the end though? Like that last episode. What was that feeling? Was that obvious to you?
No, that wasn't. No, that wasn't obvious.
Y'all have to
you don't care. You don't care if we don't.
No, y'all can. Y'all
when he found basically tapped into his powers.
Right.
So that wasn't.
Not really, because
what's his power?
The same as 11, but he's like one of them.
Yeah.
So from what I'm believing, my theory is that when he first got abducted into the Upside Down, is that Vecna was connected to him. He gave him powers, but he said before that he was like, yeah, I want to break all these kids because they so easily manipulated. So Vecna was talking about him, the speech he gave before, and he was saying like how children are easily manipulated.
Mm.
The word is in my head. It's like fighting with the actual word. They're easily manipulated. And how he broke Will down, and that's why he wanted to come back and like basically take care of the kids.
Mm.
That was, I don't know though. I don't know if I really, it wasn't a big shock, but it wasn't like a big, oh my God.
Yeah.
I knew he had something, but I didn't know he could fight back against Vecna and the Demogorgons and stuff like that.
I think what's going to be shocking, and this is my theory, I think Vecna, when they was all in that facility, he was like, I know he was obviously like patient zero per se, but I think part of what he do is make them. And like, I think to get back stronger to his full, he got to get them back, which is part of why he want to kill them so much and stuff like that. I think that's what he got going on, is what I'm theorizing. But yeah, with Will, he always just was off to me anyway, just like looking at it from a like movie standpoint. Okay, this kid and how they present him, he has to kind of be like this key person.
He's the outcast of the group.
Yeah, like he kind of was always off.
Will was the because I know some of them. What was the black character's name? Lucas,
yeah.
And then the one kind of had like a shaggy.
Dustin.
That's Dustin. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dustin.
Who's Will?
Well, he had the like black hair. Oh no, Will had the little
brown coconut cut.
Oh, coconut cut. That's what I meant. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. So with him, that's just how his character was to me from onset. So I was just waiting for them to figure out what it was. But once I had watched the show from the beginning and shit, like when I first watched it, I kind of peeped what they had set up for him to happen. Yeah, like around this time. I just never, as a watcher, was like, okay, when the fuck are they gonna kind of say what the fuck happened? Like how we always wonder, like what the fuck happened to Will when X, Y, Z went on, which then it started connecting all the dots.
Yeah. So who did you expect anybody to die in this season? Like, did you think like, okay, somebody's going to die?
Yeah, for sure. It's just that time, like, to get shit off.
No, I'm talking about like in the episodes they just released. Did you think somebody was going to die?
I didn't finish all of the episodes that they just released. I don't think they released the one, right? It was just that one episode they released, right?
Yeah, it was 5 episodes.
I only watched that one. Yeah, I only watched the one.
Which one did you watch?
And then it would just drop. I only watched the one episode that just like the one episode would just drop. The most
1 out of the 5.
Yeah, I only watched one. Yeah, I think I said that. I only watched one.
No, I thought you said.
I said I stopped. I stopped. She went to sleep. I said I watched it. It was just the one.
I thought you watched it, like watched all the episodes and continued watching it, and then I thought she supposed to be on episode 2 or 3.
No, she wasn't like.
At the first one, I'm talking about what happened at the end of episode 5, and you sitting here commenting like.
I knew because I seen the shit on TikTok. I just didn't watch it because relationships, how that shit go. Like you can't, what's on like.
No, you can't.
Right? Yeah,
I rethought. Did you? Okay, you seen it in your own time, and then.
Yeah, that's what I was able to see it. That's what I'm like. I didn't want to watch too much on TikTok to spoil it, but I also wanted to kind of just see shit. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess you can answer the question. Did you expect anybody to die?
Yeah, like I'm just saying, I'm speaking on it just even in general, like who I might be wrong, but it was just kind of like shit is just obvious, like when they breaking shit down and
how they set it up,
and shit. Yeah, like it's kind of obvious, and then some people like the little girl. I'm trying to figure out what they got to do with her.
Oh, Holly.
Yeah, like what they finna do with her.
Cause they took so much of a break. I forgot who she was.
That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't know how significant.
Nancy's little sister.
Was it like 2 years?
2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they really didn't do nothing with her for a minute.
Yeah.
Damn. So that's what I'm saying. So like that's what threw me up. So I was trying to piece together that shit. I fuck with Hop and Dustin and shit like that, but I can see different people like for sure dying as like when they finally conclude all of this shit, and that's more so I'm looking at it, just how they gonna kill people and shit.
So, well, from the first episode though, you see all the similarities between Dustin and Eddie now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like when he came and sat at the lunch table, same way Eddie came and sat at the lunch table.
Yeah.
The Hellfire Club T-shirt, him throwing up the middle finger, the rings, he wear his rings now. Even his hair is like similar. He let it grow out more.
Wow.
And I'm like, I hope they're not setting him up to die. I swear to God, it's too much like kind of like a foreshadowing, but
yeah,
that's one thing. I'm like, I hope it's not Dustin.
No, I don't think he is.
I don't think any of the main 4 are going to. I don't even think Will is.
I don't think that.
I don't think that Will is gonna die.
Luke is gonna die.
You gotta finish watching it.
I think so.
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna die in these couple episodes. Because in my head, I'm like, I think it's like Black people trauma from sci-fi, and
no, because we do.
And I swear, I'm like, Lucas,
come on,
you got. But it was always in the back of my head. So then I'm just gonna say they kidnapped the kids from the lab or whatever, and they was running the tunnel under the ground. Mm-hmm. So Lucas had like 2 kids, and then after Vecna had came back and had talked to Will or whatever and said why he was doing whatever he was doing, because he had caught on to their plan of what they was doing. But then he went back into the Upside Down and he sent his Demogorgons to go basically kill each of the main 4 characters.
So the main villain of the whole series is Vecna.
Yeah.
But it's other, like, obviously each season we got like, Maegan's. Okay.
Yeah.
But he's the main antagonist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. But you really don't. We don't see Vecna until season 3. Yeah. So at first it's like it's stuff going on, but you don't know why. You don't know who the antagonist is. Yeah. You just see stuff going on and them saving the world.
Got you.
But
I remember seeing because I watched a little bit of it. I seen Vecna ass, but and she was in there was a female character. I don't know which one it was. I know 11.
Short hair.
Yeah, short hair. I think where I left off was when they were trying to save someone and the portal was closing, and they were trying to bring that person back. That's where I left off at. I don't know what season that is, but it was interesting. I like sci-fi, dark, stuff. I love it. It's just for some reason, Stranger Things never really
appealed to you.
Got my attention, and I'm weird with that. Like I like to be the last person watching something. I don't know why. Like when everybody hits to something, I'll be like, all right, I'll wait.
That's how I was with Game of Thrones.
And that's 8 seasons.
Yeah, I rewatched it like towards like when it's finishing up or whatever. I just caught back up when everybody was hyped up for the final season type shit.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna watch it. It's probably gonna be a good ass watch for me. Like Jalen was saying, I'm gonna binge watch it.
Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh, yeah. I have never been a fan of Game of Thrones.
That shit fire.
It is. It's like Charmed. I watched Charmed like all 8 seasons so many times.
Mm-hmm.
That's just I just love that. That Supernatural, you got me, back on watch. I'm watching that. Supernatural. That is good. And they got like 15 seasons. That shit is That's crazy. I ain't never know a show that had that many seasons before, besides Grey's Anatomy.
Law and Order.
Oh yeah, Law and Order.
4 seasons now.
All
Anatomy.
And the stories.
Young and Arrested.
Oh my God.
Stories.
They probably on season 102.
That's okay. That shit been going on for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Since we was kids. So yeah, go out, and if you haven't watched it, I know by the time that y'all seeing this, it done been out. So if you debating on watching it, if you haven't made time to watch it, go watch Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Duffy brothers.
Ooh, I got a hiccup.
I'm thinking though, because it did crash and it was so anticipated, and this is, I believe, their top series on Netflix. I think overall, when it comes to like consumers watching it, after this ends, it's like now you got to come back harder with the series. Not from talking about the Duffy brothers, but like Netflix as a whole, because this is a Netflix show. You know what I'm saying?
That's known because
so it's like I feel like they got to come harder.
Why they not fighting for extra seasons?
No, this is the story's ending.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why they not fighting for? Because I mean, we just talked about Supernatural got all these seasons. These other shows
Wind up being a spinoff or something. But when you write a story, I mean,
I think for what Stranger Things is and like what it is, like this is the conclusion, especially because they kids, so doing kids, like they get older, so like they have to create now a new something to kind of connect the crowd. So it's like they better off just doing something else. These are something else.
That's fair. Like once the actors age out,
that's the hardest part.
That is true because they in that awkward stage where they
already in that awkward.
Yeah,
they in their 20s. Luke is Luke.
He looks good as fuck.
Dude.
Yeah. Let me look at Luke real quick.
They could have made his hair though. It's just like
even the main league white boy. I forgot his name. Not Will. What's the other dude's name? With the black hair.
With the black hair? Mike.
That's his name. Yeah, Mike. That nigga Mike look weird as hell too.
Oh, I've been seeing Millie in a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
She's been in everything. She did one of my faves of her is it's that Damsel movie. Mm. She did that. She did.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Enola Holmes. She played Sherlock Holmes' little sister.
Yeah.
They did 2 movies of that. She did good.
Good actors.
Yeah.
I feel like they're all good actors. Especially Caleb. Caleb been acting. He was in the New Edition. He was in the Cowboy movie.
He is.
So he's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh, I know Winona Ryder was in it.
The one movie when we were talking about a couple of podcasts ago, you was like, yeah, what would you do if you went to heaven and you had your one husband, had another husband? Y'all been seeing the commercials for that movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's called, I think it's called Eternity. It's literally about the exact premise that you talked about. That's why I was saying, I was like, I don't know what that movie is, but I'm like, yeah, it's a movie. They coming out just about that. Let me see. But yeah, that's literally was the premise of the
But I have had that question for a long time. Like I said, my grandfather, on my dad's side, my grandma, she passed right before I was born, or I think a year before I was born. My granddad's wife. So I've seen him with a girlfriend, and I remember asking my mama, like, okay, so after he passed, granddaddy passed, do you go back and be with your wife, or do you get to choose? Because he never remarried, but if he did, and that was my thing. I was like, so if he ever did remarry, then how does that work there? Yeah. But my Uncle Alvin did remarry, and he just passed a couple years ago. So
So it was like,
I wonder what's going on in heaven.
Oh, they're living large.
Okay. Y'all tell us what y'all think about that.
Decisions.
Because I want to know.
Yeah, both his wives up there.
That's interesting, though. That's a good concept. That's a really good concept. But I'm going to check out Stranger Things. So
Please do.
everything's coming to an end, apparently.
But no, what I was saying, though, was one of the Demogorgons slashed his chest. Not like, at first looked like open, like, oh my God. Immediate tears. I said, they really gonna kill him?
Dang.
Go kill him. But no, it was just a little something, whatever. Because
chest is
Holly's not what's his name? Not Nick. Mike. Their mom got attacked by a Demogorgon. He did the same thing.
And she died.
No. She in critical care in the hospital.
She died.
No, she not. She not.
Oh,
She not. She in critical care in the hospital. So when it happened to Lucas, it makes you think like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Because he's in a tunnel. Ain't nobody there. They took the kids and then
damn.
Yeah.
The Demogorgon look like.
Yeah. I fool. And then I looked and he was when Will stopped all the Demogorgons. I was like, oh, he gonna survive.
Oh, this shit look like what is that movie? Quiet Place. Them type of.
Yeah. Because at first he only stopped the one that was coming after Mike.
Oh wow.
And I know he got a crush on Mike. And I know they was closer.
Okay.
It's coming. You gotta keep watching.
Yeah,
I know they was close. I'm like, dang, he only gonna stop Mike. I'm like, dang, Dustin and them gone. Luke is gone. Oh, everybody gone. But he stopped all of them.
They beat the shit out of Dustin too. They beat the shit out of him.
The Demogorgon?
No.
White boy.
The white boy. It was messing with Eddie and the bad football player.
The nigga Gorgons got to him.
Man, nah. Yes.
Damn, I want to watch it now. Y'all making it more enticing.
He was fighting back though. I seen a post that was like, what he did some type of kick when they had him built and he flipped and he kicked one and went back and he flew. I said, oh, that's the fight.
Yeah, he was fighting back.
He was fighting back. Was it 4 against 1? He was with ass, but just they got him.
That's fucking.
And they wasn't letting up.
But you know they always like to jump. That's crazy.
But it was one black.
It was one black.
Oh, that was it?
Well, no, it was like a football thing. It was like they was on a football team or some goofy shit. It was like the athletic club or something.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. All right.
Stranger Things.
Enough of Stranger
Things.
Enough of Stranger Things.
So moving into the first topic. So pros and cons of being the strong friend.
I was thinking about this morning, and I had came up with this. I don't think. No, I do think there are pros and cons to it. There are definitely pros and cons to it. A pro is okay. I gotta break it down like this, like how I broke it down in my head earlier.
Okay.
When you are the strong friend, it's like you're the one that everybody comes to. Everybody can basically dump on, put their weight on, and everything because you've built up so much whatever to be able to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody applauds you, and it's like, oh, it's just pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, pressure make diamonds, pressure make diamonds. Then you get that mentality. So the same, and it's a quote, it's like the same pressure that makes diamonds. What is it? No, the same water that, what is it? I had it in my head. It's like, water can harden an egg or soften something. What is it?
Or soften the dam. The reference.
Something like that.
I suppose with the one with the water and the dam.
Yeah.
They got a lot of water.
But in my head, oh no, the same pressure that makes diamonds can bust a pipe.
Okay.
Something like that. So the way I broke it down, I've always broke it down like this. Like once I had I'm done with being a strong friend was this. You can be like pressure makes diamonds, but you carry that mentality over to when you why is this not coming out right? It's the devil. I swear to God, it's the devil.
Yeah, especially when you meant to say something.
I swear to God. Okay. the same pressure, not the same amount, because I know people be in the comments, but it takes pressure to make diamonds and it takes pressure to crack glass. But the problem with being a strong friend is this. You get built up under these diamond-like conditions to the point where when you become a diamond, but life goes through ups and downs to the point where sometimes you are glass. And when that pressure comes on you when you're going through a season where you are glass, you don't know how to handle it.
Right.
So that's the problem with being a con of being a strong friend.
Because I came up with this because I was seeing a lot about stuff on like TikTok about friendships and stuff like that, and then it had me think back to when we were in high school and how I was the friend that a lot of people would talk to about their problems and everything and dump on them and all this other stuff, and I was just like, damn, like going to your point, that's where what I said in last video about the perfectionist complex comes from for me. It's like I feel like I'm good in every aspect, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, but then I'm not. And like what you said about the glass thing, I've had seasons where I'm glass and they're not, and it's weird because it hits you when you least expect it. So you can tell because you feel fragile, and it's crazy to say that, but you really do feel fragile on the inside. And I feel like I felt that. I would say I want to say maybe like the towards the end of senior year of high school because it was so much pressure, not only from us being grown, like we're actually about to step into the world, but your parents my parents adding pressure about like make sure you go to college, you know you got to do this, this, and this, and it builds up that mindset of like, well, for me, it built up the mindset of like I have to be perfect, like I have to graduate, I got to do this, I got to figure out who I am as a person because I was going through that. It was just so much stuff, and I don't think I relied on my friends as I should have when it came to a lot of things because y'all know I was very like closed off, and to a certain degree it's still kind of like that, but not to a point where I can't talk to y'all about anything. But yeah, like I feel like the strong friend to me it's a lot of cons. I don't really see the pros because you should be able to have an even exchange with your friends about what you're going through and what they're going through. It should be like an even exchange. Now, with me saying that is more so of emotional intelligence is a real thing. If I know Jalen's going through something, that doesn't mean that the shit that I'm going through is not worth talking about, but I can know that Jalen is going through something and I can take the time to be like, you know what, my friend really need me right now. Or Maegan, you really need me right now. I'm gonna make sure I'm there for y'all. And still tell y'all when I feel like, your situation has calmed down, we should be able to do that. I wasn't doing that. I was more so like just listening to people and trying to like create resolutions for my friends at the time. So I put myself on the back burner. But
there are some pros. There are pros. There are pros, but Jalen, go ahead.
Shit. The pros, I mean, you get to be Superman. That's just the honest to God truth. Like you are Superman. You are the person that everybody can rely on that feel good, depending on how you look at family and what you about and how you stepping for me and everybody know how I am. Like it is a good feeling when you the big brother, and part of that is knowing that your siblings feel protected. So the fact that whatever you've been through, they feel that. The fact that whatever you doing, like your parents, is like they can go do that on their own and be okay. Like your parent will be like, similar to like you riding a bike. Like it's just that now. Like it's just like nigga, you just riding. So that's the beauty of it. That's the pro. And like you can look at it as you phase in or whatever age they did that to you. Then okay, wow, like I've gotten to this point in life that most people can't get to, which is just sustaining in this world. Sustaining in this world is a hard fucking feat, which is why we give credit to those that simply survive to the end of whatever age. Because nigga, this shit is hard. Like
it's
period.
Hard. Living life is not easy.
For me, the con, man, is the fact that to me, I can't speak for everybody. There's a percentage of life that you just not gonna enjoy. Like, just period. You just not gonna get the full pie that everybody else get. And you gotta kind of be okay with that. You gotta be the person that get the joy out of being, like, allowing the next person to get their 100%. You gotta be cool with ain't nobody gonna pick up the phone and ask you. You gotta be cool with that you gonna go through every emotion. You gotta be cool that you gotta be cool and shit that you really not cool with, but it's for the betterment of the situation. You gotta be that person, and there's no fucking rule book. Like, everybody can say they strong, but when it's time to step up and be strong, that's what get tested. When you look to your left, you look to your right, some of these motherfuckers not gonna be here. And a lot of times they not. And so that's what you realize is like, I'm here now, I'm this, and like I gotta just stand in there. I can pick up the phone and call my mama and tell her every emotion I'm going through to a T for an hour, 2 hours, 24 hours, and she's not gonna get that shit at all. Not nothing I'm going through. Because at the end of the day, on this day right here, this is the first time that has happened in our family or whoever the fuck to you. Then it's like, depending on where you at with your kid, it's like if you the firstborn, I'm my mom and my dad first child.
Right.
They have no fucking clue about how to handle this shit because they don't have no experience. So you got to step to that. And I think that's the ultimate thing. I think it's the greatest gift and curse I ever gotten in my life is being able to be strong and staying through shit. And to my final point, I think the ultimate kind of all of that shit is once you accepted everything I just said, that mask that everybody talk about, put on the mask, yours gets so good. Your mask gets so good.
Very true.
You can go anywhere and like they won't recognize it. And like for certain shit, like the people who could, they be gone. So then you gotta ask yourself, like, damn, do I choose to keep this bitch on to hide this? Do they give a fuck that this bitch is on? Do I need to keep it on to even do what I'm doing? And you got to go through that every day by still getting asked to do more shit.
Exactly.
Because the problem is once they figure out you can do A, B, C, D, and E
and handle it,
then they're going to ask for F, G, H, I, J.
Correct.
And keep going. So, my fault.
No, you're right. Because I agree with you. I feel like I wear the mask all the time. And I feel like I got so accustomed to it that it's innate. It's a part of who I am. And I feel like, yeah, I wear the shit very well. Like, nobody can ever sit here and say that they see me crack.
And see, that's the thing. When I was talking about the glass and the diamond, it's like you get built so much, and everybody, pressure make diamond, pressure make diamond. So no, I know how to be diamond.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be glass. So that's where that mask come on, because I don't even know what it's going to look like with me cracking.
I don't.
I just found out. Love you, Mom. But I just found out because I for sure had a meltdown because, like you wear a mask, and it's like, I step back from being a strong friend, but I still struggle with opening up after a certain time because, like what I was saying, like rushing through emotions with everything that happened. And over the last couple of years, it's been like you try to just rush through it just to get over it. And it's like, I should be over this by now. Why is it still lingering? Why is it still no? And you push that to the side, so to the point where it's like when something else happened, now it's more weight or pressure.
Right.
And that's what it becomes. It's not just heavy. It's like
weight that's lifting,
crushing type of weight. Yeah. It's like, oh, you know what? Now I'm feeling everything that I pushed in the back. Now on top of this, it's like, no, you crack. And it's like like I said, you get so scared to the point where you don't want to crack.
And that's me.
Yeah, you get scared to the point where I don't want to crack because I don't know what it's gonna look like.
I don't.
On top of, not only do I not know what it's gonna look like, I don't want to feel these emotions anymore. But who do I talk to? And it's not like I don't have people to talk to. It's like what you said. If I come and I talk to you about this, and me want to talk about this too, it's like, I mean, truth of the matter is, her and my dad got together when she was 18. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? Her and him have been together 18, 21, over 40-something years now. So it's like, you got a daughter, and she don't have she didn't marry her high school sweetheart. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I've been dating since I was 16. I'm 29. It's 13 years? It's heavy now. Like, things not working out becomes heavy now. And I was telling Capriel this. I'm like, It's not that I can't find nobody. Like, I don't have people, oh, Maegan, his number. It's like, I'm just not interested in dating right now. Hopefully it'll come back sooner. But it's like, do I want to go through that again? And can I even take it the same way I could have took it at 21, 25? It's like, I really want to plan a life, and the way that it gets let down when somebody come at me like that, like, yeah, I want what you want, and then they either don't know how to do it, it's like, damn. So it's pressure, and it's like cracking from the, of course she will call that right now. I'm sorry, y'all. Of course. Ooh, I took a screenshot. Okay. But it's pressure, and that's not the only thing that, made me snap, but it was like, I remember leading up to that. That's when we had filmed on that Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because before you had went to, what's the name? And I just remember sitting here and like.
And he was telling us, too.
No, I didn't say nothing. Before, no.
Oh.
I didn't say a thing. That's when the last episode, I think like 2 episodes before that one, I was like, yeah, no more sad.
Oh, yeah.
That was my mask. And I didn't even know that was my mask. But I'm like, I just can't be sad no more. I got to move on. I got to keep it pushing, because who wouldn't be around somebody depressed?
Yeah.
And I didn't even know I was depressed until I had that meltdown. But like I said, shout out to you, Capriana. I remember, losing my train of thought. Basically, I just remember sitting here being so dissociated, disconnected from like the whole pod, still pushing through the pod. And it's like that being a whole strong friend thing. Like I do believe it has pros too, because you learn how to deal with pressure. And a lot of people can't handle things mentally to the point where, trigger warning, they do commit suicide and stuff like that off of something that would seem so little, but it's big to somebody else. So it's like, it's a catch-22 of being a strong friend. I would say this though. I would say, learn to say no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, learn to vocalize yourself. I remember telling my mom this. I forget what the situation was, but I told her, I said, they're going to continue seeing you as the one that always has stuff together, the one that is always available or whatever, until you start cussing people out.
Yeah.
Because they don't see that side of you, and they don't expect that to come from you. And mom, she not going to cuss. She don't cuss. She not going to cuss. But, like, tell them off and say, yo, where was you at when X, Y, and Z was happening?
Exactly.
Because you kept wanting me to perform through something that affected everybody. I'm sitting here in the hospital, or my husband in the hospital. Where was you at? You know what I'm saying? I got this going on, da da da. Where was you at? But you still want me to perform and show up as Lisa to you. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, and the only reason I was able to, because I had to say the same thing. I don't remember who. 9 times out of 10 it was the twins, and I had to really show. One thing I figured out with me is I have to show people that side for them to say, "Oh no, Maegan really going through stuff," because they always see the strength, and that's why I said it gets to a point where you become that diamond and you don't know how to be glass.
No, I completely agree.
You just don't know how to be it until you take a step back. And it's like, I think Capriel seen it when I broke down at Planet Fitness after the whole miscarriage thing. Broke down in front of her. And I think that's when it kind of clicked in her head. With my mom, with this last situation, because they were like, we gonna try again, we gonna try again. And it was coming like, it was genuine. They was like, no, we want to see you continue to get out there. We don't want to see you go back in your bubble. But I don't want to hear that. Being honest with you. Me and my mom talked about it, but she didn't see that it was affecting me on top of everything that happened, on top of the breakup, the whole 180. She didn't see that. She was like, you know what I'm saying? You were sad for them, first 2 weeks, but I didn't see the shift. I didn't know that you were still sad. Hey, I'm good. I'm done. But I feel like after I had that meltdown in front of her is when she was like, okay, space and just be around. Space and just be around. And that's why we wound up going to the bakery class and stuff. She was like, okay.
Which was I seen that on your story.
Yeah. But no, like, that's all I can say about being the strong friend.
No, that's real. I feel like these are the type of conversations that you need to have with your friend group because people don't understand what you go through, and it's not necessarily your friend's fault. I feel like you have to let people in for them to understand who you are as a person because, and I learned that from my personal situation, that if I don't tell y'all what's going on, y'all not going to be able to understand. To even to Jalen's point, even if you don't understand, sometimes I just need somebody to vent to. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to understand like what, how I'm feeling. But ultimately what you said is like really, really true because I don't know how to break. And the one time that I did break was at my graduation party.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And it was because my grandfather literally said to my mom, I remember I think I was like maybe middle school. My cousin just graduated from high school. My grandfather, when he was alive, he was like, I'm not going to another high school graduation. And I looked at my grandfather, I was like, Grandpa, I'm like, Papa, why would you say that? And he passed away. So then I'm graduating high school, I'm graduating college, and these moments, I wanted my grandfather to be there for, these moments because he was like the biggest supporter in my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you lose somebody so close to you that is monumental to your character, to who you are as a person, your foundation, it changes you. And as a kid, going through something like that really messed me up to a point where I felt like I was scared to give out true emotion to people because I felt like they would never understand how I feel. And to this day, I feel like death happens to in everybody, every shape and form. But at the end of the day, it's something that you're going to always go through. And I felt like, you know, um, I had to push it away. I had to feel like I had to be strong for my family. I had to be strong for my mom because she lost her father. I had to be strong for my grandma because she lost her husband. And I just felt like I was the man of the family, even though I was in the middle school. I was in sixth grade, and I had to do that, even though my dad was there. But my parents weren't married, so it's like the support wouldn't be the same. I had to be there for my mom.
Yeah.
And that is the process of how I became the way that I am when it comes to my emotions. Is I always suppress. I don't never. It's just hard. So when I do get emotional, I even bring it back. I reel it back in. And shout out to you, Amber. But Amber pushes the envelope constantly with me, and I used to get so pissed at her because I'm like, stop bringing up my grandfather. Stop talking about certain shit that are touch points for me because you want to see me have some ounce of emotion. And I'm like, I can't. I feel like if I touch that raw places, I don't know, like you said, what it's gonna do. To me, I don't know if I'm gonna fall apart. I don't know if I'm gonna have a psychotic episode. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. So I choose to avoid that. But as I've gotten older, I realized being a strong friend to me, and that's the reason why I say it, it's a bunch of cons for me. When I was younger, I could say, yeah, it's a pro. I see the pros in it. Like you said, people view you as like this hero. I can always go to Deontay for this type of advice or whatever the case may be. But I just see it as a con as an adult. I just feel like we all going through shit. I would never sit here and act like my shit is worse than yours or vice versa. I feel like as a mature, emotionally intelligent adult, you should know that you're going through shit. Jalen's going through shit. Megan's going through shit. Everybody in my friend group is going through shit. But you have to understand that, like you said, people need space. I isolate. When I'm going through something, I don't be around other people because, like you said, I don't want to be that bad energy that affects y'all because I know I'm not about to be a good time right now. So if y'all having any type of thing, I'll show up. If it's birthdays, something monumental for y'all, and I have to put that mask on to act like nothing is going on. And you get so accustomed to your friends. Some of your friends know, some off. And they gonna know. They may not touch the point, but
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
And I want to make this point first. I don't want this message to be like, isolate and do what you gotta do to continue being quote unquote strong.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to push is be fragile, because not just of the pressure and the weight that comes with being strong. We're human beings,
right?
So, like, and I'm not going against what you said, but what I'm saying is what I want people to know is that learn how to be the glass. You don't always have to be that diamond. Learn how to break. Learn who you can break in front of, and how to break. I can't really finish what I want to say because I feel the presence of God right now, and I see you. I see you. I see past the mask, and I feel your energy so much right now.
Yeah.
To the point where like I want to break out in tears, Jalen. You gotta break. You gotta break.
Well,
wait, hold on. You gotta break for people to see, not on a performative level though, but for you to keep going, but on a healthier level. Because the weight and what you're going through and what you've been through this year is not anything that is going to just up and leave. I've been through it when I lost my granddad and my uncle. So I know the being strong for other people, I was told be strong for my father because he lost his father, he lost his closest brother.
Right.
Be strong for this, be strong for that. We're humans, we're going to break. And whether you got to go in a room, punch a wall in, or do something, because the weight of whatever you feeling, I feel like I'm feeling it right now too. And I really want to break out in tears. I don't know what all is going on, but on a spiritual level, you have to break before it breaks you. I love you.
Thank you.
Okay.
To that point, I was letting y'all finish. I guess to answer my question, but what do you say to the people that you can't break? Because y'all mentioned different characteristics before.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about being a strong friend, to your point, why it's hard to make a pros and a cons, is that they use the double-edged sword every which way, right? So the Superman thing, it make it that the kind of like not being able to break per se is like it get to a point where also like then it comes to question like patience, right? When do your time come, right? So you were saying like with your grandfather with this, or how people come to you and say, well, what about your dad? And they lost their dad, and the time will come. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, for the type of man I am and man I was raised around, is not a lot of us left. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. It's the dude who do sit in the silence and deal with what he got. Because sometimes you got to keep the family. You got to. And it's only few and far in between that can handle that.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can handle that. Unfortunately, I hate it. I wish I wasn't that person. I wish I could go outside and be irresponsible like everybody, but I can't. Just in case somebody pick up the phone and they need to. Just in case there's the that going on. And they don't know that I'm thinking about them like that, but I see what you're doing. And you call me and tell me this. And you don't ask me about what's going on with me. And that's okay, because I still love you, because I know that you're not thinking about it like that. I gotta always be in the forefront of that. I know that your own daddy don't give you that type of grace, but I will, because I existed where I had to question love all the time. So if I can provide that for that, then cool. I get my time. That's okay. And like people don't see themselves or don't have the patience for that. There for me is the fact of like the contract of responsibilities. People don't overlook that and map that shit out. Like when it comes to breaking, that's fine. Like people break stuff like that. Is that I know what mine look like for real. Like for real. Like I've had addiction problems. I'm a very, very violent person. Like at heart. Like I enjoy it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not, and it's on some cyclical shit. Like I'm not kidding about that shit. So it's like for me, I don't want to break because I want to do something to somebody and enjoy it in such a way that I don't want to. And I've seen what that look like. Again, like if doing that and if I die too, like that's just fine. Like I'm okay with that. Like it's part of that just process. Like it is what it is. It's the fact that I made decisions and had to do things to get to points in life, and I just want to make sure the people I love don't have to. And I'm cool with that. So
no,
that's why I said I read the contract. Like it's just what it is. Like
no, I feel you on that. That's why I said we're similar for sure, like on a lot of things. And, you know, breaking is like he knows what that looks like. I feel like I said I don't. That's what scares me is because I know it's a dark side version of me, and I've seen that dark side. Me and Jalen are similar when it comes to that. I know earlier I said because I don't know what my breaking looks like, but I guess peeked within my own mental space, and it's definitely a dark side which we all have, but you know what I'm saying. I just feel like minds, and even to your point of saying like like you enjoy a certain caliber of that, like it's something in you that is innate when it comes to that, and I feel the same. I feel like the dark version of who I am is something I just don't want to see. I feel like it's not beneficial to me knowing what I know, because we're human. We all have dark thoughts, and the shit that I be thinking be crazy as fuck. So I just know that if I allow myself to feel negative emotions too much, that is going to lead me to something completely opposite of what I portray to everybody, friends, family, all that type of stuff. But to your point about saying like eventually you do have to break, you do. And I feel like for me, it is going to be on it's a time. I feel like it's always a lesson. So like I broke at my graduation, and that's what I was saying earlier. The only person that truly got the huge depth of that was my mom, because I ended up going back in the house, went to the living room, and my mom was there. We was talking and stuff like that, and she knows. My mom knows how hurt I am based off of like my grandfather not being here, and it's something that I just know it's not gonna change. Nothing is gonna bring him back. Nothing is gonna like nothing is gonna fill that void. So all I can do is just think of him and try to move in the direction of the man that he helped me to be. And that kind of gives me some satisfaction in, knowing that my grandfather is my guardian angel and stuff like that, that helps push me forward. Like, my grandfather raised this business oriented, smart, intellectual, fair type of man. And that's kind of like what I want to continue. And that's how I feel like helps me through whatever dark space that I'm in. Not completely, but it does get me to a place where I feel more comfortable with pushing myself and challenging myself to talk about my feelings and do other things, and having friends that push you. Like, that's why I said shout out to Amber, pushing you emotionally, because even I'm still working through things where it's like, even when people do have emotions and I see it, it's hard for me to kind of like engage. And like, funny story, but my coworker, she's very sensitive, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but she is very in tune with her emotions. So she literally told me like, I'm about to cry. And when she said that, in my mind, I'm smirking. I'm like, girl, like, what you talking about? Bust out in tears in front of me. I'm sitting there like stuck. And she was just like, oh, I can tell this makes you super uncomfortable. I was like, it does. Like, for real. It really does. Like, when people display emotion around me, um, it's just weird. And I don't like that feeling, because I feel like I'm like a bad friend. I'm not, somebody that is like other people where they be like, girl, you cool, it's okay, and blah, blah, blah. I can be there for people, and I've learned how to be there emotionally for people. And weirdly enough, and that's why when you call Jalen out a little bit about, you could sense his energy and stuff like that. I'm an empath.
I was about to say I'm an empath. I know.
I can tell when some shit shifts. I know, and that's the weird type of situation with somebody that like me. That's like, damn, I can't even deal with my own emotions, but I can tell something off with you. I can tell, the energy shifted in a room, and that'd be hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said being a strong friend to me, like, it's not an easy task. Yeah. And I wouldn't put it on. I would want it to be on people that it's meant for. And when they said in the the Bible or whatever verse that was, correct me if I'm wrong, but God does give his, whatever it is, to the strongest soldiers. I don't know. I'm saying that wrong, but
it's not in the Bible. But
it's a phrase. Okay, so it's a phrase.
It's not biblical, and I think that's something that people say out their mouth when they don't know what to say. Because what do I sit up here if I don't have the words to tell you? You know what? It's okay that if you at your wit's end, versus you strong, you got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it comes a part of that culture.
But it's not lying, because that's the thing. I feel like
because
be capping.
God gives you strong battles so that he can be, let's say like the oil, so that he basically, I don't want to say glory, that's not the right word, but he gives you more than you can handle sometimes, so that maybe you do need to ask for help. So let me do this to push you to ask for help. I'm putting this weight on you, not just because boom, you can handle it, but maybe I'm putting this weight on you and you isolated right now because you're calling on all the wrong people to help you
instead of calling on me.
Instead of calling on him or this person that I put in your life specifically for this reason or this season in your life. You're not using what I gave you. So yes, God will give you. If you ever read Psalms, read Psalms and how David felt about his enemies. People are like, well, the Bible does say pray for your enemies, but David cried out to God saying, Lord, I want you to destroy their lineages, their children. I want their children's children to be affected off of what they did to me. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, when he was right before he got arrested, before he went to the cross, all that pressure that he felt from taking on all the sins of everybody and everybody to come, he said, God, if you could take this away from me, do it. Nonetheless, let your will be done. But even Jesus was like, yo, if I don't have to do it this way, I don't have to do it. When he was on the cross, Father, why have you forsaken me? So when people say God gives the biggest battles to the strongest soldiers, that's not always true. There are some people that are just weak, and he uses that fire to refine him, to make them look more like him, or to set you right on that path that you're supposed to be. So the strength in you does come from, what does my dad say all the time, war wounds. You're in war, you're going to get wounded up. It's nothing but a war wound, but you got to keep going.
Right.
You got to keep going. And as I've grown up through being a strong friend and stepping back from that role and letting myself become more sensitive, letting myself become more of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm sensitive. I care a lot. I feel things deeply. I'm a real genuine person. So letting myself feel that is me also realizing I wouldn't be here unless I embraced those dark moments and those dark times. Unless I dropped the ball on my strength and let my fragility show in front of the people that it needed to show in front of. You know what I'm saying? We all go through, like what you said, we all go through stuff. And we all go through stuff. And it's never light. It's never as light as people want to make it seem. But we have to find a way to continue to live with this gift and a curse that I guess we've all been given as being the strong one, the strong family member, the strong friend. And that's why I'm looking at you and I'm like, you have to break. I don't even know why right now, because when I put my hand on your shoulder the first time, it's like my whole body got hot. I know when like I'm in the presence of God and everything like that. I don't know what's going on. You don't gotta tell me because it's your business and it's your mental. But you have to, I don't even want to say let it go. You have to go through what you go through. Janae Aiko said you gotta lose your mind to find your peace of mind. And y'all say like it's a dark side. It is a dark side. But maybe that's the side God wants you to go through and sit in for a second.
Child.
No, I'm being serious.
No, I know you are.
And sit in and give that to him. And that's why I was saying it's you not even, like I said, you fighting on what you may do when you break. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, like I said, find a better way to embrace it. If you gotta sit in a dark room, you gotta sit in a dark room. You gotta do what you have to do. But you're not gonna be able to continue as being the Jalen that you set yourself up to be without that. Because it just may be the next part of your character development that you gotta go through in this journey called life. And then to talk about your karma, Jalen, you're not gonna experience karma for years and years and years to come. You got too much of a good heart for that. I'm just gonna say it because that's not the first time you said that. You have too much of a good heart, spirit, and soul for God to continuously allow something or the things that you've done in the past to continue to define your future, to continue to have that hold on you. That's not karma. That's you putting that weight on yourself. The devil condemns, God convicts. And that conviction happens, and that karma does happen. But anything that repetitively happens again and again and again, and I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied, that happens again and again and again and again is either our own mental doing or is the devil whispering in your ear and making you think like, yeah, this is my karma, this is the contract I signed, so this is the life that... No. Life gives you, not life, God gives you life and life in abundance. You've moved on past your past, and God's forgiven you for everything that you've done and everything that was a result of what has happened. You don't have to walk in that darkness anymore. You're free. So, you too. Break. It don't gotta be, it might not even be as bad as what y'all think. And I'm saying this and I'm pushing this too because the suicide rates with Black men is crazy, and y'all don't look for outlets because of this, how strong y'all are.
I think to everything that you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that, one, there is no outlets. Two, it's the fact that what about when that shit get used against you time and time and time again? What happens when that same thing that you're trying to express, you gotta also defend now? Like it's all those things. So it's like your scenario, I totally get, but even with your conviction point, just like with convicts, it's a bunch of convict niggas in the county or in the prison, but they all got different sentences. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, my conviction might not be finished because I'm a great person. Mm-hmm. And my things, like I always tell people, I became a good person. Mm-hmm. I didn't start as a good person. So like when I'm saying the darkness in the dark room, like the nigga in the movie that said, I was molded in that shit. It ain't going there. I'm trying to avoid it every day. So when I'm saying I'm fighting for karma, it's because I'm trying every day to be a good motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Because I feel it every morning I wake up, like, do this right here. Go do this right here. You know, if you pick up the phone, go do this right here. You ain't got to go to work every day. You go do this like you used to twice a week, and you good. But I can't do that. I'm choosing to be good every day. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's a level of repentance, and because I organically feel this way. Like I organically like, yeah, this right here, because that's what I not so much feel comfortable in, but it's like what I know. So I have to unlearn certain shit, and I recognize that. But at the same time, I call it the nigga in me, but it's like that shit is also the pro and the con. It's the same reason Ashley want to be with me. It's the same reason people want to be around me, and it's the same reasons people are scared of me. It's the exact same thing. That's why I say it's a double-edged sword, and I just accepted that that's what it is. So if this same nigga make you shook to not be around me, good. Because then if I want to be on some manipulative, dark, foul shit, I know what I'm about to get now. You pray. You fool, nigga. But at the same time, if you want to be around me, we shake hands, we laugh. Oh, you like me. We friends. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, oh, you can't really be around me. You get it, stuff like that. We can sit and do a pod and do shit like that. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's certain shit that I get that. But if I'm in that mode and I'm fucked up and my DTE do and we in the alley, it's a problem for you. It's a problem right now and today, because I still got that in me, and it's like, it's no fighting that. And one day I might look at me 55 and be like, oh, cool, we just gonna walk past you in the alley if I'm going through that. But right now, today, mm-hmm. I'm on that. That's just me, and it's just in me. I'm not saying right now, because I got me in my pocket, I walk outside and do that. No, I'm gonna help fight a nigga in the alley. But guess what, bro? If my pockets is fucked up and I need to get on somewhere and do something, it's your ass. I'm kicking in that door.
And that's what I'm saying. That's your battle, but that's something you have to embrace.
No, I'm saying I do. No, I'm saying I acknowledge it, and that's what I'm saying to you. This is what it is. There is no looking for a break point because this is what it is. Some days it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna be on that. Some days it's gonna be like this, and I'm on this. I'm not gonna find a breaking point because my outlets. It might be music. It might be this. Real talk. It might be just fucking my girl because I'm getting this energy out because I'm straying into it. That's just me being honest. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting that out because I know if it do boil up, what that for real look like. I've already been in the places. I've been there. It's not even a business. I've been there where I've had to deal with this and this. So I'm like, if I went through this, and this was my powder keg when it exploded, and like y'all said with this year and going through this, then what? Like I know what, because I know what I went through when I had to go do that right there, and I did that right there, and what that looked like. So then if I'm gonna go do this right here, and it's 10 times, you see what I'm saying? I already can play this out. Now I'm this age with these tools, with these resources, with this right here. Oh yeah, bro, it's game time. Like I don't. And then it goes back to that Superman point. I gotta know that. I gotta know that if I really wanted to, I can slide in here, grab this motherfucker, and take him up to the sun and let him crisp, and I can come back down and be good. Nobody would know. Everybody be like, well, damn, like Superman, back to what he used to do. You see what I'm saying? And it's knowing that you got that ability to do that can fuck with you. That's why I say the excuse me shit fuck with me. Because I go through this battle. Nigga, you ain't say excuse. Do you really know what the fuck can go on right now? Oh, you just bumped my shoulder, nigga. Do you know I would really push you through all through this shelf right now and not give a fuck and go home? Like, and sleep well at night? Like, that's, I have to bow to that. And the thing is, I have to then be responsible because I know you don't know that I'm like that. So I have to then be responsible, like, damn, if this motherfucker bumped my shoulder and I was like that on the tools, that I would probably choke this nigga out until they had to get me up off of him. Right. But I can't do that. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a break point, but it's also more like, I'm trying not to be that person that I know I used to embrace every day. I used to love being that person every fucking day. I know what I can get with that. I know what that looked like. I know that fast like. I know what all that looked like. But I also know that's the fastest track to put me in the grave. So this is the best alternative to keep me alive. But the sacrifice of that is that I'm not going to enjoy life to this magnitude. Right. I will take that contract. You know what I'm saying? Because to live it to 100%, I gotta go do this shit right here because that's what I know. I didn't get taught monogamy. I didn't get taught to go fuck one girl and be with her and want to marry her. I got taught to fuck bitches. Have a baby mama, you gotta, if just a baby mama, make sure you see the finest one out the mode. That's what I was taught. So it's like I'm trying to fight off 17 years of shit. And then I did my own decision making. I got hooked on pills. I got hooked on liquor. I did all this shit. And then was still able to pass and do all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like paying for school. I did that myself, doing street shit. Going to work and doing all this shit. Up late as fuck. Driving to North Carolina, driving to Tennessee, coming the fuck back to this bitch and taking a test. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard for me to be like break point and not do this. I got to do this for my mama, nigga. Who else finna do that shit? Ain't no nigga in the house. It's me. Right. I can't tell my mama, no, I ain't got no money for no food, and my sister's in the house. If I ain't got it, I gotta go figure that shit the fuck out. I can't call Deontay, oh, nigga, I'm sad as fuck, I can't get my mom. What the fuck is he gonna do? I'm a grown-ass man. Like, I gotta get out here and get it. My girl, I can't sit here and tell her, oh, baby, DT ain't this, wait till the checker. No, I gotta get my black ass up and go figure it the fuck out. If I gotta sell some shoes, do this, slang dick, whatever the fuck I gotta do, I gotta get the fuck out this situation. So no, I don't have that leeway of thinking like this, thinking like that. I gotta make shit happen. Because if I don't, what that look like? And guess what? Who the fuck is gonna do something for my sisters? Who gonna do this for this? Nobody. I got my siblings, these motherfucking street siblings, they kids, this and that. They rely on me to get shit cracking at all times. I'm up at 5 in the morning every day, 7 days a week. Like, I ain't gotta work. I can go work whatever the fuck I feel like. I gotta make sure shit is right. From the top of the morning to the end when I go to sleep. I'm up at 5 in the morning. I go to sleep at 2:30 in the morning every day. There's no sleep. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, it is what it is.
I understand. That's why I said, like, me and Jalen are similar. Our struggles are, different, but how we deal with things is pretty similar. I do agree though, like, you take on a lot. Like, you do. You take on a lot. And I feel like I understand the conviction. I understand that, you know, we as it's not even just as a man, I feel like we all, even women, have the same complexes. Like if you that person that do it for your family, you gonna do it for your family by any means necessary, whether you on the legal shit or illegal shit. You gonna get it done how you're supposed to get it done. But that also can be something to your detriment, you know, mentally taxing. And I feel like at the end of the day, you do need somebody that's gonna be there for you, which I know you got Ashley and stuff like that, and other, you know, you got us and other family and friends and stuff like that. And I know on the flip side of that too, that it is people that is abusing that. And at the end of the day, you know, that's the part that I worry about for you, because I know that you cognitively see the shit. You peep shit. You're very self-aware. As a friend, I just always look towards those type of things. You know what I'm saying? But I know, you know, you well enough to know that you're not on that. But I also trust at the same time that if you ever needed me, you know I'll be there for you.
And that's what I was going to say when you made that point of like, if you don't got it and then you go cry to Beyonce, you surround yourself with people who you know, hey, I can be this. And breaking, I don't want you to think of like, go in the room, shut the door and just cry, you know, no, but allow yourself to be fragile enough to say, hey, right now I can't handle X, Y, and Z. And you know, whenever it get done, it got to get done. But I can't pour from an empty cup. I can't even function. If I, like what you said, if you shut down, if you can't do X, Y, and Z right now, who's gonna do it? If you shut down, who's gonna do it? You take on the weight and everything of that. But you got to make sure Jalen is good enough. Not even good enough. It's good, period, to be able to, hey, I got to do for my mom and my sisters. I got to make sure my lady good and that the house is good. I have to do this. But you have to take care of you. And my dad tells me this all the time. You cannot save the world and you can't help anybody till you help yourself. You are your biggest responsibility until marriage and kids happen. So you got to make sure that you are good so that you can take care of Ashley in the home. So you can take care of whatever responsibilities you still may have at your mom's, with your moms and your sister and whoever else. And it's going to come to a point in your life to the point where it's going to, you just going to have to be like, you know what, if it's not Ashley, my mom, my sisters, I can't help. I can't do it. And you have to become comfortable with that. That's what I mean, that fragility. You gotta be fragile enough to know, you know what, I used to be Superman, but I can't be Superman no more. So I gotta do what's within my means to help the people that I can. I can only worry about me and mine.
Word.
And that's just that. And that's what I mean. Learn how to be fragile. Because we all gonna break regardless, but learn how to be fragile whenever it happens. However that looks, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. And that's just,
ultimately, and it's a hard reality, you know, because even for me, like you said earlier, you gotta learn how to say no. I say no a lot.
Yeah, you gotta learn. You be like, listen, y'all, I don't have to do it. And if they throw it in your face, they're not supposed to be around.
They're not, because at the end of the day, like you said, you come first. My thing is, if I'm not straight, how am I gonna be able to do shit efficiently? How I'm supposed to do for the people that I'm supposed to do it for? And that's how I look at it. Like, you just gotta take care of you first. It's one of those things where it's easier said than done, because especially if you're in a routine of doing shit for people, it's hard to break that habit, you know. And we're creatures of habit. I just feel like I just never been. It's something, and the reason why I'm glad that you took the time to like say that to Jalen, mainly because it's hard for someone that is in a similar situation to say something. That's why I've been kind of like a little quiet when it comes to it, because me and him similar. I can't say something to somebody that I'm not even implementing my damn self. So it's kind of like I'm, you know, on a journey. So listening to what you say with Jalen, you know,
that's why I say, like,
sure.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. It's no outlet. It's nowhere you can go. I mean, as people talk to, it's therapy, but just like what you find is best for you. And that's why I keep saying what you gotta do what's best for you, however you feel it. And then that dark side that y'all talk about, like I said, sometimes you gotta revisit there, and sometimes you push to go there just to see how much you've grown.
That is the true point.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like in the movies when people go back to their hometown that they grew up in and they feel like, or they see that they don't fit in or anything no more. The men that y'all have grown into, like seeing y'all from high school through college and everything like that, and who y'all are striving to be now, like what you said, you wasn't taught how to be monogamous. You wasn't taught all these things, but you're striving for that. These are daily things that you are striving and pushing for. This is what you want. So who you are now and the person that you're striving to be, you visit that dark place, it might not even, and nobody knows but God, but it might not even go as far as what you think. And it might be a learning experience to say, you know what, if I allow myself to feel this thing in this moment, I might have better ways. You know what I'm saying? It might, again, with the character development, contribute to the character development to your future self. Because now it sounds like old Jalen versus new Jalen, old Jalen versus new Jalen every day. I go through the same thing on a different level, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just that, 29 transition, we all about to 30 is a whole new decade and stuff that we all want to do. The fact that you want to be better, the fact that you choose to be better every day, that's growth. And like I said, it might be a war, like what my daddy said, the war you get war wounds. And it just heals over those cuts. And you keep going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, being a strong friend obviously comes with pros and cons. And you just gotta keep it pushing. Don't stay down, don't stay in that dark place, but don't be afraid of where that dark place don't be afraid to go there.
Right.
Don't be afraid because you never know, really, you never know how it's going to turn out for your betterment. And if you are a believer, you believe that all things work together for your good. That's not the good things, that's the bad things too. And they all work together for your good. So you have to keep pushing. You got to keep going through whatever it is that you have to go through. Because my mom told me it might be somebody that you have to reach out and touch and say, hey, I battled with this and I got through it. Or somebody might be looking at you that's going through what you went through or making the choices that you made back in the day and be like, if he can do it, I can too. You know what I'm saying? Same with you. It might be somebody like, hey, I lost a grandparent or I lost this and I don't know how to not be strong about it. I don't know how to break down in front of your mama. That's a big thing for a lot of people too. Like, how do I even show that side? So keep choosing to be the men that y'all are striving to be, that God is molding y'all to be. But allow yourself to have those fragile moments. You don't got to stay there, but allow it to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Love y'all.
Love you too. Love y'all too.
Transitioning to the next topic, though.
So next topic is advice for your 20-something. So
beautiful.
Maybe we could do three each. So 3 lessons we learned in our 20s.
Okay, I'll go first.
You
yeah, I
did. Prepared.
I think I was up thinking about this morning.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, I was up thinking about this one particular topic. I was like, dang, out of the 5 that I wrote. First one, okay, financial literacy and money management are important. Definitely found that out. I was definitely the little cousin that all her big cousins told, live out your 20s, have fun, make your mistakes in your 20s, don't have kids, all this other stuff. Do I regret any decisions that I made, including, focusing on school and building stability versus like really becoming idolizing marriage and just going pushing to be in a relationship? No, I have no regrets for my 20s. I lived out my 20s. I enjoyed my 20s. But with the financial literacy, I could have been more financially responsible and taking more of an interest in financial literacy. Mm-hmm. Money management, you can have all the money in the world and not know how to manage it. You can have a little bit, manage it, watch it grow, watch it stretch, So learn money management and get into investing. Learn what why do I not know the name of this right now? So what?
SP 500.
High yield saving account.
Right on.
Yeah, high yield savings accounts. Don't just let your money sit in the bank. Don't wait around like how I did for when I get paid more, I'll save more. When I get paid more, I'll save more. Don't, because you never know when that day's gonna come when you're gonna get paid more.
Okay, your money fluctuates.
Especially if you are focused and you want to go. Because the medical care route, you don't know unless you get those credentials when you still gonna start getting paid more. What's one? Another one. Your relationship with God is the most important relationship you'll have. Listening to God the first time is easier than you think. I bumped my head so many times by rebelling against God. He literally tell me, go right, I go left. Don't mess with that person, I do it. Stop hanging out, or one that hit home. Stop drinking, da da da. It was, and you think like, oh, what's one not drinking one time is gonna do? Well, if you stop drinking, then this person is gonna stop hanging out with you, and that person is gonna cause a lot of detriment to your life if they're still around. So I'm telling you not to drink, and this is exactly what happened to me. I'm telling you not to drink anymore, so that this person and you can separate and go your different ways. But I didn't listen to that and wound up going through heartbreak from a whole lot of stuff. So don't bump your head with God. You just got to have that blind faith and really trust him and know that, like what I said before, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord according to his will. So surrender and know that he has your best interest at heart. It's not always going to be fun. It's not going to always be easy, but he has your best interest at heart. Okay, that was two. That was two, right?
I think that was three.
No, that was two.
That was two.
That was two.
Oh, what?
Yep. Last one. Okay, I don't know why I feel it in my heart to say this. Don't shrink yourself down or delay changing for the better just to fit in places and spaces you've outgrown with people who want to keep you around. Goes back to the scenario I just said. And I feel like I talked about this in a couple of pods ago.
We did.
Like, my humility in me caused me to shrink myself down and to stay around certain, this is all past tense, certain environments and stuff that I know I've outgrown. Fear of missing out, fear of being called bougie, fear of being fear of people thinking that, oh, she thinks she's too good to do this and she thinks she's too good to do that. Like, kill that immediately. If you think like that, kill that. If you are the bougie, you want to be bougie because it's who you are. Don't shrink your personality down just to fit in this world, because nothing is as much as what it seems to be. So be you, learn about money, manage your money, and have a relationship with God and be obedient.
No, those three are really, really good. Like, the one thing that came to mind for me was definitely financial literacy. We were never taught that. So I feel like that's a really big thing for young people, especially getting out in the world, trying to understand how to manage their money, living on your own, even if you're still living with your parents, still being able to, like you said, invest money, learn how to put aside as little or as much as you can. I feel like that's really one big one for me. I would say really, because the relationship with God, I think, is a very important one. But I want to do something, say something different. Really try your best to understand who you are as a person. And the reason why I say try is because we change and we evolve as human beings. And this may not be a season where you want to be selfless. You want to be selfish. You know, you have to learn how it's okay to do certain things and be certain things, because I had a season where it's a me season right now. Like, I feel like everything. That's why I'm going back to the whole no thing. When I say no, it's not to be, negative or mean or whatever. It's something in me that I have to do and exert something in me to get to do what you want me to do, and that's just something I can't give right now. So knowing how to say no and understanding that we go through seasons where we are going to evolve as people, being okay with that, because I mean, shit, it's okay. We're changing. We're getting older. We're experiencing more things in life. People are friends get married. Everything is happening, and it's happening. Sometimes it seems like it's happening so quickly. Um, I feel like my last one is gonna be, and it's more so because of what we talked about a little bit today. Is it's okay to be fragile. It definitely is okay to be fragile. Um, as scary as that is, it's still, it's something that we're all human. I'm not a robot. As much as in my mind, I think like, shit, this is not going to affect me. It's going to affect me. It's going to find some way, shape, or form out, whether it's, because I notice I have a little bit of a mean streak. And if I don't allow myself to talk about my feelings or something like that, I get very dismissive. And that's something that I have noticed and I'm working on as well. So just, it's okay to be fragile. Like, let the stuff out. Not saying you have to be, the what is it, the rabbit in the race. You can be a turtle. Just step by step, let out stuff. You don't have to be as vulnerable so quickly. But just, be vulnerable when you can, and like we said earlier, with who you trust and stuff like that. That's important.
For me, number one would probably be being true to like yourself, having a sense of authenticity, things that you do, right, wrong, and indifferent. Just let it be your decision. Um, Two would be to develop some level of moral code that you stand on, like on your own accord, your own 10 toes, whatever they look like, whatever you think is something that is true to your heart, staying true to that and not shifting that for somebody else or something that's going on in your life. That's really how you feel, stand on it. And third is just be comfortable with being alone. A lot of times, especially in that 20s, you want people around you. You feel like embarrassed and peer pressure to be around others. Like you have to be okay with being by yourself. Regardless if you're the strong friend or not, this world will create moments for you where you are by yourself and you have to know what decisions to make and how to make those decisions to go towards your goal. And that's the best way to put it. Like just piggybacking off of that last point of like the moral code, it make it a lot easier to stand alone because you have a compass to guide you. So.
That too.
Good advice, guys. Good advice. Saving somebody's life out here. We're doing.
Yes. I know it's a hard thing because I be saying it, I be catching myself. We can actually move into get him because I think we've been on some good
chatting.
Yeah, good chatting.
Yapping.
I can go first if y'all don't have nothing right away.
Go ahead.
I did get a chance to see Wicked for the good. I feel like it's funny because it's more of like what we talked about off camera about certain shows that I've been watching, but this perception of somebody has to be good, somebody has to be a villain, and not necessarily every villain gets a story that actually shows that, in all honesty, they not the villain. Y'all just paid them to be that because y'all needed an exit route. But to me, obviously, it's not going to live up to the first movie. Just being honest. The songs, I think the one anticipated song was "For the Good." I think that song was good. Oh no, wait, was it? Yeah, it was for the good. Sang by Cynthia Erivo. But I just feel like it was things missing. And I think I said this when I mentioned the first movie. It was things missing. Like it was, if it was going to be a long movie, regardless, I feel like they should have tried to put in as much as they can. But overall, it was good. I can appreciate the ending of this. And I actually took a deep dive into The Wizard of Oz, just to be real quick. I watched the documentary and I didn't realize how old The Wizard of Oz is. Do y'all know how old it is?
100 years old, man.
Like over 100. You said 100? Yeah, you're right. It's over 100 years old. And then Wicked is a separate entity.
Yeah.
So somebody wrote a book in 1993 because he wanted to know the story of the witches. He didn't understand, like, they didn't show that much about them. Yeah. So he used the plot holes in The Wizard of Oz to create their story, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? So just, I'm a little nerd when it comes to theater and shit. So I just want to throw that out there. But yeah, it was a good movie overall. I would give it like I would say a 7 or 6.
Mm-hmm. Again, my life has been work and study. So I'm just going to say, get involved in what's going on in Detroit. Period. Also, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and I don't know, maybe y'all been wanting to volunteer more. Maybe it's on my mind because it's the holiday season. Go to a local soup kitchen. Go to a local soup kitchen. Go to these homeless shelters and see what they need, how to be stocked. Because if you think about it, life is expensive for us, and I know it's like, dang, we can't afford stuff, so why are we giving? But those that can, again, if you're watching this, those that can, it'll be pretty cool for you to go and then if they just need toilet paper, if they just need wet wipes, if they need hand sanitizer, go to the dollar store, fill up a basket, and drop it off. You know what I'm saying? Right. A lot of people don't think about the women in shelters. They need sanitation products. They need bras and undies. Yeah, so they need things the things that you don't think about are the things that they need. So I would charge y'all to do that. Go have fun downtown because it's just that season, and go see how you can be a human to a human and volunteer.
Yeah, I'll piggyback up that. If you want to get in some things in Detroit, like definitely downtown is a good place to go. Again, I like to shout out just different businesses. So just for the niggas that's out here shopping, Climate Holic got their pop-up shop up at 12 Oaks. So all my niggas that want to go ahead and take care of business. I know you've been getting screenshots like I have. So make your life easier. It was pretty cool, nice and simple in and out. It seemed like when I was there, the line was long, obviously because of the immediate festivities, but overall, it seemed like it was a quick, nice, easy process, and I like her products, so I'll try to shout her out if I can. Mm-hmm. Oh, and Small Child, he about to drop some fucking jackets and shit relatively soon if they haven't already dropped. So I want to give a shout out to that because I like the jackets, and I really like the fucking the one with the pink collar.
I see it. Yeah,
that's why I fuck with a lot. So definitely shout out to Brian. If you didn't see that interview, we actually got that on the channel as well. But shout out to you, bro. I really fuck with the jacket.
Period. Yeah, I know. That was actually good because I just shared his video. He had asked me what I was thinking about, the video that he posted. It's dope. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that is my get hit to shit.
And then we chose a word for if I knew then what I know now. Like
isolation.
Ooh, yeah, this has been a deep episode.
We chose that before we started.
Yeah, right. And it just snowballed into what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so if I knew then what I know now about isolation, I wouldn't have, like what I said with the advice for the 20s, I wouldn't have fought against it so hard. I would embrace it more because it gives you time to really like sit with yourself, learn yourself, and see what you actually like, enjoy doing, to the point of shrinking yourself down to be around people or to be a part of things that you're really not interested in. You sit by yourself, you understand, okay, I'm not interested in that, so I'm about to go do X, Y, and Z, you know. So yeah, that's it. I've always been the type of person that can go sit at a restaurant by myself and go to the movie by myself and do stuff by myself. It's just when I feel like I'm missing out on something that I see other people doing. So like I said, if I knew then what I know now, I would just embrace those spurts of missing out. What is it called? FOMO? Mm-hmm. FOMO. And I just would have pressed towards getting to know me.
Mine would be the flip. So I do spend a lot of time in isolation, mentally, dealing with things emotionally as well. Mine would be flipped. So I would be more so pushing myself to get out of that space and live in a moment more. So that would be more so like mine. Because I self-reflect a lot. So I get cooped up and living alone and stuff like that is going to help make that, harder for me to do. But yeah, I would just put myself to get out more and do those type of things. Because I don't think I've never been to a restaurant by myself or went to the movies by myself. So I could probably give that a try too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mine would pretty much probably say the same too. Like, I was cool with isolation most of my life. So, like, my problem was that I don't give most of my sentiments about friends and shit I've said on the pod. Like, I don't give a fuck about that aspect. Like, I love y'all. Like, no credit to that. But it's like, if this nigga was calling me, like, yo, nigga, I'm done being friends, I'm not going to be like, what is going on with my life? Like, how can I say, like, nah, nigga, I'm about to, all right, like, oh, we can be cool, maybe 5 years, see you then. Like, I just always been like that because I've seen so many people come and go in my life. So, I would probably come out of my shell more, kind of have more of them just jovial friends that want to go to the gym and shit or something like that. I don't really give a fuck because, like, nigga, I'm going to work out by myself. I bought my membership, bitch. Like, so, like, that's how I look at shit. So that's definitely something I might change, probably would change just to see, but all this stuff, I did that shit before. I went to movies by myself, I did this or shit. I was a bootleg kid, nigga. So like you know what I'm saying? Like I saw the shit I wanted to see on my free time. So like I don't really give a fuck now. Like just to I guess from everything we talk about this episode, like one of the biggest struggles I had was making like a list, like a Christmas list of shit that I wanted. Like I don't know what I want in life right now. Like I take care of shit, or the shit that I want is so high up here. It's like, nigga, to ask you to go buy me that or get that is fucking crazy. But I'ma just get it. Like if I ain't got the pay, then I'ma just go get it type of shit. Or it's like, nigga, I want a crib and it's like I want a boat, bitch. Like you gotta give me a boat. Like it's shit that I want. Where I'm like, nigga, like when I get there, but like, oh, Jelly wanted a coat. No, nigga, I was just gonna buy me a coat. Like I'm just at that point now. So that's been a struggle, like in that sense. Just because I was so isolated, I'm cool with just a couple things. Like I don't need much to be cool with a nigga like me that I built so much over my life to have that I'm used to not having much to be content. So you give me a TV and a fucking Fago about it, I'm pretty much content for today. Like
Fago that shit. Like,
yeah, you feel me? Like I don't really need much.
You don't drink pop like that.
But when I said for Secret Santa,
oh my god, we're about to be okay.
Hot shoes and a beer kit.
I was saying
y'all didn't want the beer kit.
No.
We want, but I said it.
Fago is good.
Oh my god.
I'm saying, like, I'm content. You ask me, Jalen, what do you want, right? I'm going to say what I want, which would be specifically HSH, right? Which is a very expensive speakers. Or if I was like, oh, I want this X, Y, and Z shipment for my t-shirt brand, right? Mm-hmm. That costs X amount of thousands of dollars. So to be like, my girl coming back, what do you want for Christmas? It's not the same frivolous kind of shit that you want. Even if you got me some slippers or the beer kit, I'm probably not going to use it because I have my own beer kit already. So you know what I'm saying? It is not replenishing my shit. So it's like, again, if I need it to be like a beer kit, I'm going to go get this motherfucker before. Like, so it's just like, yo, like, just support me and tell me Merry Christmas. It's gonna damn near have the same equipment because I'm not gonna use your shit. So I'd rather you, your little cousin, your whoever gonna like these slippers and love this beer kit, go give it to them. Because it's not gonna, like, what you wanted or what you think is gonna get from me is not gonna be. So I don't want you to have that false expectation. Like, Jalen really love this gift. It's like I don't give a fuck regardless. Like it's the same as if you did or didn't give it to me because I'm not about to use this bitch.
Damn, Jalen.
Right. That's just me being honest. Like that's
you being honest.
That's like I set the limit to where, like, if it mattered to me, I set the limit.
Yeah, you're right. I get it. Like you don't want to. If you gonna tell somebody what you actually want. And you know for a fact that, I mean, with Secret Santa, like you said, we do set a limit, so it's kind of like that's out of that limit. So right. Like,
which is different. Like that's why I said the limit high, because then the limit. Oh, yeah, I know he like cologne. Okay, you can go somewhere and find some cologne. He's gonna find it for a good price or this and that, or it might give me an assortment. So not just the beer. I bought him a razor, got him this. Yes. Okay, cool. You got me some shit that can actually help me. Just to go give me the little kid of shit. It's like, nigga,
that's what he shots with.
Like, and I'm just using that as an example. It's like,
but
that's what I
it could have been a part of it. That's why last episode, y'all heard what I said last episode. I didn't repeat myself.
He's cracking up. Like, you get, literally, you get a nail kit for men, you get the slippers, and you do a robe. That's the same shit that they get every damn year.
And we got like the same 3 colors on top of it.
So it's like, You know?
And it's like, if I was like, hey, I really want to roll.
Never. I'm just throwing something out there, but I would have never thought, like, unless you got a beard, like, I'll give you a beard kit as a part of a gift, but that wouldn't be
the only.
Right. Yeah. So, like, but like, even with the robe shit, because like, okay, if Maegan got me a robe, right? And she gave me this bitch, and I was like, oh my God, I've been thinking about a robe. Like, if you really felt that way, my nigga, and didn't get your black ass up to go buy a motherfucking robe, if you really if Maegan surprised me with a robe that much, and I had that reaction, you did not just have that innate feeling in yourself on Tuesday to be like, damn, I want a black robe. Let me get on Amazon of all things. Like, it's Amazon now.
Shit, it's Cyber Monday coming up too.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just Amazon exists in general, and they will have that bitch to you maybe tonight if you do it fast enough. So it's like, nigga, if you didn't have that feeling for Maegan to show up, if I said in January, 11 months later, and was like, yo, here you go. And I'm like, what, for me? The Nautica John? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that is
like, it should be crazy to me.
No, but it's true though. But yeah, the Secret Santa is gonna be we'll see how that goes when we try it. But thank y'all for watching another video. Again, we are so close to 200 subscribers, so I'm very appreciative. We're very appreciative. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you're donating to Jalen's Drive as well. Going off of what Maegan said earlier about, volunteering, putting forth those acts of service during this holiday season. Any last words, y'all?
No. Go outside. It might be snowing where you at. Do some shit with the people. You feel like doing that type of shit. Embrace memories around this time and drive safe.
Please drive safe.
I'm like, drive
safe. It's a snowstorm for that.
That's what I said. I'm like, drive safe.
If you in Michigan,
it's sure.
Like I said, wherever you at, you snowing there.
So yeah, you know how to drive, whatever it's snowing or not, so it don't really matter. Drive safe, y'all.
Yeah.
Social media handles are going to be at the bottom, y'all. But till next video, peace.